want to talk to parents who are parenting their own children while taking care of their aging parents. I have seen this issue very overwhelming to parents, and parents tend to complain a lot because they are exhausted. Remember, it's very challenging while parenting your own children as you take care of your aging parents. And this issue has happened to many people, and they are stuck. They don't know what to do. So I'm here to give you tips on how you can parent as you take care of your aging parents. What are you needed to do? I know we are many in this. You find that our parents are aging at home, or we have brought them where we are, and we are also parenting our own children. We have teenagers in the house, we have toddlers, and of course we have the older children. So how do you go about it? Because if you don't take care of yourself, then it's going to be overwhelming. People are stuck, people are tired, people are psychologically tortured because of this issue. So how do you go about this? Welcome, this is the Mind Talk Show. My name is Lynn. Let's do this. Number one tip, open communication. When you have an open communication, that means you will have to let everything out. You will have to maintain that open communication with a lot of honesty. You have to communicate to both parents and also your children. Remember, you're taking care of your children as you are taking care of your aging parents. So you have to have this honest communication between the two of you. That is between the children, between your parents and yourself. Because if you don't do this, then it's going to be very, very challenging. Remember, it's a heavy issue, and you find there are families whereby they leave one person or one sibling or one daughter or one sister or one brother to take care of their parents. The other people, they neglect the responsibility of taking care of their parents. And this is where the troubles start. You see those families who fight a lot. You see those families who are not organized, who are not ready to, to adapt to any situation. Those are the kind of the families I'm talking about today. Because you find maybe one person is educated, she's working or is working. Now is given that responsibility of taking care of their aging parents. So there is no divided responsibility. And this one can come only from maybe if you have a proper communication with a lot of honesty, talking about the issue. Like I can go with my parent for 1 year, I stay with her for 1 year or him for 1 year, and then I give the other sibling to take care of them. This one will at least help you not to be overwhelmed about the situation. Setting boundaries. You have to establish a clear boundary, to manage your time. Remember, time management in this situation is very, very key. If you don't manage your time properly, you will be exhausted. You will be broken because you need to know, especially if you're working, you're taking care of your parents, and also your parenting children. It is very, very key to take care or to take note of timing, because you need to know the timings. When you come back, when you go to work, when you come back, when you take care of your children, your toddlers, your teenagers, when you take care of your parents, because each and every people in this category, they have their own needs, which as a parent you have to fulfill. So you have to know the timings. You have to know what to do. You have to observe time. If you don't do this, it is going to be very, 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 very annoying. Be realistic about what you can do and what you cannot do. Remember, you don't have to carry all the burden, every burden along the way. You have to be very, very realistic of what you can do and what you cannot do. If a task cannot be done, let it be. Share with your siblings, if you have siblings. Share with your uncles, your aunties, Tell them how you feel. Tell them the situation at the moment. This one will help you to plan your time properly. Because at this particular time, Uncle so and so is coming to take my parents for a walk or for this and that. it is going to be good. And remember to delegate work even to your children. Your children can help you with little things that that you don't have to do. They can also chip in and help you, but you don't have to overwhelm them with a lot of work again. You have to divide work that it can be easier, like maybe communicating, talking to your parents, giving them company, these just little things that can be done maybe when you are away. Self-care. Oh my gosh, self-care is key. Let me tell you, if you don't have self-care, if you don't prioritize your self-care, my dear ones, you're done. I'm telling you, you will never move an inch. Because this one will help you to maintain that physical and emotional well-being. Taking breaks, yeah, that is self-care. I'm talking about self-care, remember? Taking breaks. Getting enough sleep. Yes, you have to have enough sleep. Remember, you're working, you're running up and down. You have to have enough sleep. When it's time for sleeping, you go to bed and sleep without thinking anything. Healthy eating. Remember, you have to be healthy. You have to practice a balanced diet. You have to practice to take a balanced diet. This one also goes in line with your parents, in line with your children, You have to have this. You have to maintain this at all cost. Engage in activities that bring you joy. Yes. Engage in activities that bring you happiness. Remember, maybe you like swimming, you like dancing. Engage in these kind of activities. You don't have to, like now you're taking care of your sickling parents, now you're sad, you have those sad moments. You will sink into depression. Hello, parents. You will sink into depression if you continue like that. So the best thing is, whatever that makes you happy, go for it. Do it. It will help you to relieve or that burnout, Self-care is very essential. As I have said, it is very, very essential to prevent caregiver burnout. Remember, you might go into a burnout. You might land into a burnout if you don't watch properly. You might go into, that caregiving burnout. Caregiving of your children, caregiving towards your parents, all that can give you a burnout. And before you sink into that burnout or you sink into depression, you have to take care of yourself. I've said about self-care. Very, very, very key. You have to, there are support groups which you can introduce yourself into. You can also introduce your parents to get some help, some kind of help, Those particular support groups, they are there, by the way. And there are so many people who are like you. There are so many people who are taking care of their sick parents. So you are not alone in this one. So you have to, if you're introduced to one of the support groups, take it up. This is where, or this is a place whereby people talk about their that whole burden of they are carrying, and they try to give tips, they try to exchange some ideas on how to take care of their parents. Maybe their parents are sick, maybe they are okay, but they are aging, they have aged, so they depend on you fully 100%. They cannot provide for themselves, they cannot have anything for themselves, they cannot do anything. So you have to chip in as a person and help them to move on and to live the life that God has planned for them. I talked about time management, but I have to repeat it again because it is very, very crucial. You need to have that time management skills, by the way. Create a schedule. Yes, a schedule and routine of things, and allocate time for children. By the way, many parents, this is where we go wrong, because you find many parents, they don't take care of their children. Once they have their sickling parents, like for example, maybe your parents are living at home, so you're that kind of a person who jump from one place to another. Like you're at home, you come back to your children, you go home again, they are sick again, you go there, or they're in the hospital. So in all this, you must have time for your children. By the way, this is very, very key. You must create time for your children. So when you prepare a schedule, it will help you to allocate proper time for each and every person. Remember, I told you each and every person in this category, that is children, parents, and even yourself, we have different needs. Seriously, we have different needs, and we have to take them as they come. So you have to allocate proper time. You have to allocate proper timing for each and every person. This one will help you a lot, and you will benefit from everything that you're doing. Time management. Remember that, very, very, very key. Time management, very, very key. Now, we have financial planning. How do you plan your finances? Remember, you must plan your finances properly. I told you maybe your parents are not doing anything. They're just seated. They are waiting for you to come and support them financially. Support them with food, support them with what they wear, support them with everything they need. Every aspect of what they need. You need them to support. They need you to support you. So, what do? Plan your financials. Work with financial advisors. You can seek for advice from finance team, which can prepare a financial plan that can work for you. You don't have to go into debts. You're borrowing because you have a sick mom, you have a sick father, you're borrowing from here, from there. It's not wise. It's recommended that whatever little that you have, you need to plan properly. Remember, you have also children who are eating or going to school. You also need to plan properly. This is something that you need to plan properly. You can also seek your siblings to come in, to chip in and give medication for your parents. It's not bad. This is a meeting that you should have so that you can communicate these issues. You bring up these issues. Our parents need to eat. Our parents need to be taken care of. Our parents' medication. They plan. They also plan with you along with what you have, Because if you're alone in this one, it is very, very challenging. So you need to include other people from, the family members. You need also to give child involvement, right? Like you need to divide responsibility among your children. You need to tell them that you need to talk openly about this issue. You need to give them time, your children, you need to give them time to tell you what they think about what you've said. And then once they give you their feedback, then divide responsibility on how you're going to take care of your aging parents. This one at least will help you to relieve that tension that can build within you. You can seek professional help. If you're feeling overwhelmed, loved one, if you're feeling overwhelmed, don't hesitate to seek advice from therapists, because this is a burnout. You're going to get into a burnout, which will end up into a depression. And this is not what we don't want. Because if you sink into depression, or you have this kind of burnout, then you will not be able to take care of your parents fully. You will not be able to participate in anything that concerns your parents. So the best thing is to, seek professional help. You can seek a counselor help, a therapist, those people who work. You can also seek a social worker's help, because you need to have that financial hand. You need to have a lot of things. You need to assemble a lot of things for you to be able to succeed in this course. They can provide guidance and, of course, support. Okay, and this is all that you need. This is all that you need. But remember, above everything, you need to educate yourself. Learn about specific needs and conditions of aging parents. You need to go deeper into knowing about aging parents, how this comes. Because I hear, especially when women reach menopause, they have some symptoms, they do this, that. Your parents could be suffering from menopause and you don't know about it. If you have not read about it, it's going to be a very hard task for you. So you need to know. You need to know more about aging. How does menopause present itself? How is your parents behaving? About sicknesses like cancer, if they have this, if they have any other sicknesses, these long-term illnesses. You need to know the management. You need to know little tips on how to manage this kind of sicknesses. Flexibility, you have to be flexible, by the way. You need to be very, very flexible, and you need to adapt. You need to know how to adapt. Adaptability, it has to be. This is a good approach for you to be able to take care of your children's needs and, of course, your aging parents' needs. Because if you don't have this flexibility, then it's going to be very, very rough. Especially flexibility on timing. You need to be flexible on time so that you can prepare or adjust to caregiving accordingly. And you remember, you are also a parent. Parenting is also part of this. So you're doing double. You're doing double work. You're doing your parenting as a mom or as a father, and you're also doing caregiving to your parents. So you need to know. Remember, it is okay to ask for help. Remember, guys, it is okay to ask for help. Don't do this alone. Don't do this alone. Because you will not have all the energy to do it. But once you get some help from somewhere, either your siblings, either your family members, relatives, your friends, it's going to be easier. Taking care of parents as you're parenting is one of the toughest responsibility that you can have as a person. I know people, we are in this category. We are taking of our sick parents. We are taking care of our sick parents. We are taking care of our parents at home, aging parents at home, while we are working in towns so that we can bring food on the table. Beside that, we are also parenting. We have teenagers in the house. We have toddlers. It is tough. It's not an easy task. But remember what I've told you. Asking for help is not bad. After all, it's going to relieve you that burden of whatever you're going through. Build a support network. This is something that we forget. We think that now I have aging parents, I have sick parents, I have to take care of them alone. No, you need to seek that supportive network so that you can be able to take care of your parents wisely without any problem. So, guys, I know we are many in this one. Don't give up. Don't give up on your children. Remember to create time for them. Don't give up on your parents. Remember, they are parents who have taken care of you. They give birth to you. They have given you everything that you have right now. So don't give up on them. Whatever, no matter what. But you have to seek help where it is needed. This is what I thought I should talk about, because I've seen so many people breaking down, so many people stuck in this issue. Continue subscribing to my YouTube channel. I'm happy that I've now reached 300 subscribers on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for this support. Continue subscribing, continue sharing. From your host, bye-bye.